Hi children, welcome back to our English class. Today I am going to explain about vocabulary and grammar. We have grammatical aspects too, but today we have to learn one grammatical aspect. Other one is we will learn later. First, what is mean by vocabulary? What is mean by vocabulary? What is mean by vocabulary? In your textbooks, in every class text, what is the lesson we have completed? After this lesson, vocabulary, glossary, grammar, like these aspects are there. For your glossary, word file. So, what is the word, that meaning? After what is the where you are reading, next to the word, the table, you have seen that. Yes. Now vocabulary means it's a combination of words. It's a combination of words to give more effectiveness of that language. Okay, means it's a phrase. Phrase means a group of words, but it doesn't have meaning. It is including with others, then it has some meaning. For example, I will explain with an example. What is example? Turn into. As we know that in our lesson, Ramanatha wanted that magical potion to turn all the objects into gold. Yes, children? Now, turn into. This is a phrase. This is a phrasal verb. This is a phrasal verb. What is meant by phrasal verb? In this story, we have used these phrasal verbs. What is meant by phrasal verb? Phrasal verb means a verb. Okay, a verb, a main verb along with a preposition. It has its own meaning. Individually, it has meaning. Turn has meaning. Into has meaning. Separate meaning. Individually they have meaning. But whenever we have to write like this, turn into, it has its own meaning. So that individual meaning is different from here. So what is turn? Actually, turn means change. Turn means change. Into, that is we enter. Enter means into. Already we entered. Enter the room. Like into his book. Like turn into. Turn into known as phrasal verb. Turn into known as phrasal verb. What is mean by phrasal verb? A phrasal verb has a main verb, one main verb plus this is a preposition. Either preposition, that is helping word, a small word. Preposition. I'll give one more example, then you can understand. Okay, ma? This is what is have. One is main verb, turn is main verb, and into is preposition. So phrasal verb has two words, that is turn, main verb, and preposition. Here example is turn into. Turn is a main verb, into is a preposition. I will give another example to you. Look after. Yes, Ramanatha tended all the banana plants like his children. So tended means taking care of. Take care of. So he looked after his banana plants like his children, because he wanted the portion from the banana leaves. That's what he looked after those plants like his children. This is look is a main verb. And after is a preposition. Small words. What is the main verb is there? After the main verb is so small words we have taken. So main verb and and preposition. So look after, taking care of. Its total meaning is taking care of. It has its own meaning, but actually individually it has separate meaning. This is about phrasal verbs. For example, workout. And one more example, workout. Workout means exercise. Exercise. Work is a mind verb. Out is a preposition. Come together a word that means exercise. It's different meaning from its own meaning. Work is different, out is different. But here we are writing on both together. Okay, combination of these two words has different meaning. And one more is find out. Find out. This is another example. Find out means discover. Find out means discover. Means we lost something. We lost something. Then what we have to do? We will try to find out, no? So that is find out. Discover. Like these phrasal verbs, children, we are using phrasal verbs to give more effective, more emphasis on that particular language. On that particular language. Any language you can take. But in English, this is known as phrasal verbs. This is known as phrasal verbs. So, what is our vocabulary part is? Phrasal verbs. What is meant by phrasal verbs? It contains two words. One is main verb, another one is preposition. Whenever we have to write or read together, it has its own meaning. Actually, it has its individual meaning, but it is different from whenever we are to write together that meaning. So, it has its own meaning and individually also it has meaning. But we are taking only, we consider only along with two words. One is main verb, another one is preposition. So that is known as phrasal verb. Phrasal verbs we are using for giving more emphasis for that language. Any language we can take that. Yes, this is about phrasal verbs, children. Hope you understand what is meant by phrasal verbs. Once you can read your textbook. Amma, I will send you that copy of that phrasal verbs and whatever I have to take in now the class. That class pages, textual pages I have to send you. So listen to me. Whenever I have sent any pages or any videos, you have to take your book and keep in front of you. Once look at the video, watch the video, understand after you can take your textbook, read once, then start your worksheet. Hope you completed your first worksheet and reading of the lesson also. Yes, is it? Now coming to our phrasal verbs. Now again you can take, after this video, take your textbook or copy of the textbook, read that what is the definition and what are the examples and what is the exercises on that. You have to be complete in your textbook itself, and worksheet also, where what I have sent to you, you have to be complete that. Good children. Now we are talking about grammatical aspect. Actually, we have in your class, in your first lesson, two grammatical aspects are there. Two grammatical aspects are there. One is the first one is countable and uncountable nouns. One is countable and uncountable nouns. And second one is subject, verb, agreement. aspects in your lesson. But today we are going to learn about the first and foremost important countable and uncountable nouns. Subject verb agreement we will learn later. First, what is our topic name is? Today's topic is countable and uncountable nouns. In this countable and uncountable nouns, first we have to go through what is countable noun. What is countable noun? What is countable noun? The name itself, it has definition. Countable means we can able to count. We can able to count and put a number before them. We can write before them. So, what is mean by countable noun? Countable nouns are we are able to count and we can give some numbers before them. For example, we are taking markers. How many markers I have? 1 and 2. Black and blue. So these 2 markers I have. So we can count them. 1, 2. Yes or no? So 2 markers. 2 markers. Examples. What are the examples? Markers, pens, pens, books, anything, whatever we can count, those all are uncountable only. Chairs, so many are there now. So these are the countables. But whenever we are counting, we can take these countable nouns. We have write some before we can put numbers. No, in countable nouns have 2 types. One is singular and one is plural. So singular, plural, 2 types are there. So whenever we have to write singular, we can use before that singular a. And we are writing maybe vowel sound, that is we are using a word and. So this is about singular. But whenever we are talking about plural, we can use before them some. So this is singular and plural. 2 types of them. Is there no? Plurals there. So for this, before any word we are using in singular, we can use a or an. But we are talking about plurals. In the plurals, we are saying we don't know the count, then we can use some. But sometimes more than that, anything means we can count some, but more than that we have means we can use more. Okay, n number of things are there. More. We are expecting some quantity, but that quantity it won't be there. Less won't be there, but in a countable noun, we are using the word few or a little. Okay, or we are talking about any buildings like this, fewer. In countable nouns, we are using for singular in terms a and we have to keep before the word a and. For example, a pen, an onion. Okay, this is about singulars. And talking about plurals. Plural means we can use, we don't know the number of that because n number of there. So some, more, few, a little, fewer. These we can use before the countable noun. This is about countable nouns, children. Countable noun means we can able to count. We can we can put a number before them, and we can have two forms, singular and plurals. In singular we can use a and plural some more few little these many are there. In this we can use dozen. Dozen. What is the cost of a dozen apples? We can use no. We can ask to sell us. So this is about countable noun. Actually, what is the countable noun belongs to which family, children? Yes, do you have an idea? Yes, children, countable and uncountable belongs to nouns family. Actually, noun belongs to, individually noun belongs to parts of speech. But whenever we are taking individually nouns itself, we are reading or learning brief about that, then the noun has so many types. What are the types of nouns? Do you know? Tell me one by one. Yes, proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun, countable noun and uncountable noun. These many nouns are there. Not only these, even the compound nouns. Yes, we are learning one by one later. First, we are talking about countable nouns because in this lesson we focused so most of the part of this. So again, okay children, we got this. Then whenever we are asking the quantity of things, you have some things, so those are countable. I'm asking you question. How can I ask you? So the question form is how many? The question form is how many? How many pens do you have? How many pencils do you have? How many books do you have? This is a question form. So in countable noun, we are asking a question. Start with how many. This is about countable nouns. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now coming to uncountable noun. Uncountable noun. Yeah, children. Second one is uncountable. This is just opposite of countable. Just opposite of countable means we cannot able to count, but we can measure. We have some uncountable nouns with us. We cannot count like 1, 2, 3, 4, but we can measure. Like a glass of, a jar of, a bar of, like this. What are the examples? Tell me some examples. I have said to you, dot, bar of, glass of. Yes, children. Milk, water, oil. These are all liquids. Rice, either cooked or uncooked. And honey. Okay, what are the liquids? Any liquids we can take? Those are, we can't count. We can measure liter or cases like this. Rice, kilograms. We can measure. We can measure. But can we count rice grains? If you start count, you will get exhausted. Means here small grains, n number of there, we cannot count those. We can measure kg, kilogram. Okay, packet of rice like this. And chocolate. Chocolate means you are asking, madam, those we can like dairy milk there. So how can you say that? A bar of chocolate. A bar of chocolate. So now about this bottle of milk or glass of milk. Why did you take our lesson only? One example. Yes, a bottle of dew. A bottle of dew. Potion. It's liquid now? Yes. And a packet of rice or sack of rice. Packet of rice. A packet of rice. A bar of chocolate. Honey. A jar of honey. A jar of honey. A jar of honey. We can measure. This is packet. Either kg also we can say that. And water. A bottle of water. Or a glass of water. A glass of water. Yes, children. A glass of water. A glass of milk. Okay. A can of oil or a tin of oil. Or packet of oil. Like this, we can use, we can measure with that containers. With that containers. So, uncountable nouns, we are not, means we are not able to count. We cannot able to count. So, we cannot able to count means we cannot give a number before them. But we can measure it. How like we measure? A kilograms we can take, a glass of we can take, a bottle of we can take. Okay, like you can take this sachet, children. This is comfort. You know that. Yes, liquid is there. So how like we call this? A packet of comfort. Packet of comfort. This is liquid. But we can take a bangles. Bangles are there. 1, 2, 3. I can count this. So which type of noun this is? Countable. Which type of noun is liquid? Uncountable. So this is the difference between countable and uncountable. These are the examples. But how like we are following the countable nouns singular plurals, but in uncountable nouns no singulars. All plurals, no singulars. So for that singular, for that plural forms, what we have to use? We are using any words or some words for that before that countable nouns. Here also we have to use no? Yes, I will say that. What we have to use for this? We are writing. Yes, a jar of, a glass of. These are like those only. Now coming to how like we are using no, here no singulars. Singulars means like this, a jar of honey, like. So what happened? Here we have to use to measure or to indicate that how much is there. We are quantity. We want that quantity. So what is the question we have to ask for that quantity? How much? How much? In countable noun, how many? Many and much. So these words we have to use. Whenever we want quantity of that uncountable noun, we have to ask with this word, how much. Now, before that, how can we know that answer? How much honey with you? A jar of honey. Okay. Or a jar of a little. Okay. A little. Next. More is there means much. Okay. Much. and less. We don't know more than that. We don't have more than that. So less. So we don't know that count also. Less. Some, jar of, a little, much, less. Question form is how much. This is about uncountable nouns. How much rice in the bowl? How much honey in the jar? How much ghee in the fridge? Okay, and everything we have to start the question with this form, how much. Coming to difference, I'll give a table, children, about countable and uncountable. I will drop it. Countable, uncountable. So, what uncountable and uncountable we can count? First point, we can count. We cannot count. We cannot count. But we can measure. What we have to do here? We can measure. We can measure. Here we can use a and. Here no singulars and no plurals. No singulars and no plurals. Here we can see how much is there, so more we can use quantity. Here much. Much and question. Quantity we want means what we are using? How much? Here many, and much. Some. Notice children, some words are same in this. Okay. Notice that a little, less, fewer. Okay. These are the about countable and uncountable nouns. This is this table is useful to you to use words like before countable or before uncountable. Take your notebook and note down these and write. After you can read once. Again you can take your textbook. Textbook also some definition and examples, exercises are there. You can take this help of the grammatical class, and this grammar class we have used and read once and do the exercises. We'll continue subject verb agreement in next class, children. Hope you understand. Thank you.